We did a little bubble bath and we had our wine and it was so fun.
So we're both sitting in the bubble bath and like we're both sitting and staring at each other. And I looked over and what did I ask you?
She goes, do you have any STDs? I go, bitch, do you have any STDs?
Hey guys, welcome back to It Hurts to Be Pretty podcast. I'm your host, Angel Martinez, and I have a co-host. But you're gonna kind of host today.
I know. We're flipping things around.
So this is my good friend / office manager, Rochelle. And people have been noticing you on my stories and they're like, okay, who's this bomb blonde shell? And I'm like, okay, go ahead and tell them how we met.
So our story goes way back. I actually moved from Iowa, 20 years ago, and we worked together down in Cherry Creek at Vital.
Yeah.
I was her office manager, and she was this amazing, gorgeous esthetician, single mom of 3. And
wait, but I was still married when I started at Vital.
Oh, you were? That's right. You were.
I was married to my kid's dad, and but in that time frame, I became a single mom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think you were kind of like in the thick of it when I first met you.
Yeah, and that was so. I was married for 14 years, and do you remember how innocent I was?
So innocent. Oh my gosh. We talk about that still, like the stories. I'm like, oh my gosh. If you went on one date with somebody, you thought y'all were getting married. I was like, girl, that's not how things go these days.
I didn't know. I was like, oh my gosh, I think we're together. And they're like, no, we're not. And then that's how the It Hurts to Be Pretty started, because Brooke, our good friend, she was our PA at the time. I was just like dating so hard and it just hurts to be pretty. And she starts dying laughing and she's like, oh, it hurts to be pretty. But that's not what I meant.
Yeah.
I meant it just sucks because men want to have sex with you, date you, but they don't want to court you.
Yeah.
And I didn't know because I was so new to the whole dating thing. So anyways, we go way back. And then we've always kept in contact, in touch somehow. And in fact, you got me my first influencer.
I did. I was going to bring that up today. I was like, we need to rewind it a little bit. And just because Angel just celebrated her 10 years.
10 years.
10-year anniversary.
Yay. Yeah, blood, sweat, and tears, especially this year, has been a whirlwind. And I think it's just kind of all around. Every client I have talked to has said this has been a very tough year.
Yeah.
Either people have lost a loved one, or they've lost a job, or they're changing jobs. They've lost relationships. And every single client has said this year can suck a bag of dicks.
Yeah. No, big time.
Sorry, Kenzie.
My daughter's in here today.
I know. Going to be such a great influence on her today.
I said earmuff it. She's like...
I know. Just close your ears.
I know. She's used to it. No, she loves this. But yeah, Angel and I go way back. When you decided to go off on your own and start your own business in a tiny, tiny little, basically closet at a salon, which is so crazy. And at that time, Lauren Bushnell was the hot thing at the Bachelor, right?
The Bachelor.
And I was like, let's do this, girl. You're getting started. Let's get your first, that was a new influencer. It was brand new back then.
And I didn't know how this girl does the DMs or I don't know how she hunted her down, because there wasn't even DMs back then.
No,
it was Instagram.
It was Instagram, but yeah.
Because I know I used to.
I mean, I'm a private investigator. I will stalk people and figure it out.
Does. I'm between you and Monique, I can't with you guys. But so you got Lauren in, and she was great. And then we got her sister in.
Yep. Yeah. And then we got Jesse James Decker's sister in.
Yes.
That's right. She had her e-show back then. Gosh, this seems so long ago, but not.
10 years. And it's crazy because we keep getting younger.
I know. How does that work?
Botox.
We've got to pop up some photos of us from back in the day till now, though. We've definitely
Alex, I'm gonna give you some photos of us because we go way back.
We go way back, and we've had some glow ups.
We even did a little marathon together, and you were wearing this little tutu.
Yes,
remember that?
Yeah, and then I found out I was pregnant right after that. That's how far back we go. And Preston turns 13.
Oh yeah, you were dating. You were dating.
I was dating. Yeah, before I got married, and now fast forward, I'm a single mom of 4, and. Yeah.
And now we're back dating again.
Now we're back dating again. We've gone full circle. Remember though when
History repeats itself.
Oh my gosh, we always die about this. Like, because when she was going through like being single for the first time, I was like, we're gonna make you some cards, like business cards.
Oh my God, yes.
I legit took this sexy picture of her and like printed out like these little business cards. I was like, we're gonna go out and we're just gonna hand these out to people. And now I'm like, now we both need these again. You were handing them out.
No, I was because there wasn't really like anyway. It worked.
It worked. I know. Why are we not doing this right now? We need to bring.
We should bring it back. I could have used it the other night for you know who.
Oh, I know.
No.
I know. I'm like, I need to. Kenzie, write that down. Mommy needs to make some greeting cards. Remind me after this.
Shut up. You're stupid.
She's like, what? No, but let's take it back to like 18 years ago when we met. And, you know, you were becoming a single mom and just kind of trying to figure out your path. Like, if you could go back 18 years, like, what would you tell the Angel then?
18 years. I think that, you know, I had such a passion for skin.
You did. You were such
and
a
I still do.
Yeah.
I love it. When I'm in that treatment room, I was telling someone the other day, everything else is actually really hard, but this is easy for me. Like, this is where I actually get to have a little bit of a break, and it's like girl time. Or if a guy's in there, we're like bantering, you know? But to go back to 18 years, I had no idea. If you'd asked me, would you want to start your own business? I'm like, that's funny, because I just didn't have the self-esteem to think that I was capable.
Yeah.
And then just going in, having your income cut in half and living paycheck to paycheck and just trying to figure out life and how you're going to buy groceries. I was such in survival mode that I think I would just tell her to keep dreaming bigger, because it took me a long time to get where I'm at, and I didn't really envision it. I didn't start doing like vision boards and stuff until later on in life. But I would say, buckle up, Buttercup. It's a bumpy ride.
Buckle up, bitch. It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be crazy. I mean, we started with Vital, and the person I worked for was so angry that I left. She offered me a substantial amount of money. She said, I will give you $14,000 to stay. And as a single mom, I hadn't ever seen that much money, you know, so I think I was making like $13 an hour, and just making pennies, and she knew she wasn't paying me well. And I declined it because I wanted to start, you know, Jack Zamora, which I've been very open about. He asked me to open up his office, his med spa. He didn't have a med spa at the time. So me, Jen, and Skylar, we kind of created this med spa side. But I didn't know that was going to be preparation for Angel Aesthetics.
For what was to come.
And, you know, I worked for Jack for almost 2 years, and he was a wonderful boss. Like, when
I worked for him even before Vital, so that's like how crazy everything comes around. So we know a lot of the same people. I've worked with a lot of the same people.
Been in the industry a long time, So with with Dr. Humes, you know, she was tough. She was tough on me, but I learned so much from her.
Yeah.
And Zamora was just a sweetheart and kind and giving, and I think I learned to be so giving from him, because I was like, wow, he treats me so well.
Yeah.
And
care of everyone.
I would have kept working for him, and God had other plans. And so when he had a clean slate, he let his entire staff go 2 weeks before Christmas. And I was part of that. I was part of the 9. And I remember thinking, I mean, I told him, I ripped him.
You did. I ripped him. I remember I was like, you ripped him.
You're letting me go 2 weeks before Christmas?
Yeah.
And
knowing you're a single mom, knowing what you were going through.
It's scary. I think, you know, I'm saying it so lightly now, but if I take myself back, I was scared.
Yeah.
I didn't know how I was going to have Christmas that year. I didn't know how I was going to pay my bills. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll go back to New Mexico and just go live with my grandma and start over. Because as a single mom, it takes a village to raise kids.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, Kenzie's sitting here right now. Yeah. You have from here, you're going to cheer.
Yep.
And so I just
figure it out somehow. You somehow figure it out.
You literally, and so survival mode just kept on. And, you know, in between that time, someone tried to sue me to get me out of Cherry Creek and kicked me out of Cherry Creek for 11 months. And I had a lawyer friend who was like, I'm sick of hearing about this. I'm going to send her a letter.
Yeah.
And I was able to move back to Cherry Creek. Again, living in a 2-bedroom apartment with my kids. I slept on the sofa. They each had a room. And I remember sitting at a coffee shop with Jen, and everyone was like, just start your own, just start your own. And nowadays, everyone wants to start their own.
Everyone does. They think they can do it. It's so easy.
Everyone wants to be their own boss, but then entrepreneurship was so glorified for a while, and I didn't think it was that glorious. I was like, I actually really enjoyed working for somebody.
Well, it takes money too. It's like you need lasers and you need to pay rent. And you're like, how am I going to come up with all of this? Like, you're struggling as a single mom.
I think a lot of people think I got here by an investor or a sugar daddy. I get that a lot in DMs. Like, what kind of investor? Or like they assume.
Who was your sugar daddy to help you?
I'm looking for a sugar daddy.
We both are.
DM me tonight. Gladly. I'd be very open about it. But yeah, I think I, in between that time, just kept hustling and trying to figure it out. And people don't realize how hard entrepreneurship is. And so when people kept saying, you should start an angel practice, whatever. And I was just like, no, that's going to be too complicated. And Jen's like, listen, people, like more than one person has told you that.
If anyone can do it, you can.
They're like, maybe you should just try it and see. And at Starbucks on 3rd and in Cherry Creek, we said, let's just name it Angel Aesthetics, because I was the only Latina at that time. It wasn't as popular.
No.
And I was the only Latina doing skin, really.
Yeah. No, don't you remember I answered the phone that one time at Vital, and I was like, who do you want to make the appointment with? What'd they say? They were like,
the little Mexican.
They were like, the pretty Mexican. And I was like, well, there's only one. I'm like, there is only one.
It's so true.
I'm like, we still laugh about that.
I know.
Because it was like all these like blonde girls like in Cherry Creek. Yeah.
It's funny, but it's not. But then people are like, oh, your name is so fitting, blah, blah, blah. No, I named it Angel because I was the only Latina doing skin and it was fitting. And so if they Facebooked me or they looked me up on Instagram, they were able to find me.
Yeah.
Because if I named it like luxury aesthetics or
like all the other ones.
Yeah. So that's how Angel Aesthetics was born.
I love that. And that's why I like you talking about this right now, because you aren't one to really open up about your story very much. Like, you are pretty private. But also, there's so many women out there that are in the situation that I'm in or you were. So I think it's important to talk about, like, dream big and the sky's the limit. And I will tell you, like, and I've always told you this, like, I look up to you because you are a fucking hustler. Like, you got shot down so many times, heard no, like, had so many obstacles, and you never gave up. Like, no matter what you were going through, you never gave up.
Yeah, I was thinking about, like, what piece of advice I would give someone, and because there's no magic like potion or like handbook that is a how-to. It's literally not giving up.
Yeah.
And even this year I would say has broken me a bit.
It's been a tough fucking year.
I think that this year has tested me to the point everyone's gone through something that almost breaks them.
Yeah.
And this year almost broke me.
It did. Numerous times.
And we're all human.
Yeah.
We're very imperfect people trying to live in this chaotic world and still trying to live your dream. But when you have this pressure from everything, it's really difficult. And this year, I would say even around August, I remember it took strength to put on mascara. I was like trying to put on my mascara, and it was like hard for me to breathe because I just was like tired. And I think every woman and every man faces a time where you're just tired.
Yeah.
And you're always the strong one, and you're always the fighter, and you're always the one. And that's when you lean on your friends and your people that love you and that really genuinely care for you, because sometimes you can't hold up your own hands and you need someone to help you. So I'm so grateful for my small circle, because as you become more successful your group of people gets smaller.
Absolutely.
And it's sad. I used to hear that and I used to be like, okay, well,
yeah,
that's fine to have 2 friends. But when you lose people in your life that you thought you would be around for a long time, it's a heartbreak.
Yeah.
It's crushing. And so I would say this year has been a great year because, one, it's my 10 year.
Yeah.
I bought a building, which is so amazing, and I'm so blessed and grateful. But it's crazy how joy and heartbreak can both coexist.
Yeah.
And my heart has been broken. I am so ready for 2026. Like, it's just every business owner faces hardships, and then every business owner faces these crossroads where you're forced to make tough decisions that ultimately make you kind of a villain, or people gossip and just
comes with the territory.
Yeah, spread malicious lies, and you have to stand there and be the strong one.
Yeah.
But I would say this last few weeks, I'm like, I just feel at peace. I'm tired of the fight a little bit, and now I'm just going with the flow.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. This year has been a bitch. So how did you keep going? You got knocked down numerous times this year.
Yeah.
And it's been a trend of like right before super important things that you've gotten knocked down. And that's how I came back into the picture.
It was so true. Yeah. I saw Rochelle at my women's event and I said, "You looking for a job? I need someone to help run my ship."
Tomorrow.
And I said tomorrow. And I thought it was God. There's some things you can't explain that it's just God ordained and like how it happens. The fact that you were like, yep, let's go.
Yeah.
And we had been wanting to work together for the last few years. We just didn't know how that was going to happen.
Yeah. And everything just panned out like perfectly.
Yeah. It just kind of unfolded. And, here we are back full circle from working together from back in the day. And that's why it flows so easy. So when people see you on my social and we're bantering and laughing and, oh, that's Angel's new favorite. No, we've always been like homies.
Forever.
We've always got along. And then when you became a single mom, we would message each other and you would ask me questions like, how the hell how did you do it? How the
hell did you do it?
Yeah.
Because that's what's so crazy. It's like so Gabby was a competitive gymnast back in the day. Like when
fourth grader,
which is so crazy. And I literally remember you being like, I need to pay for this. It's so expensive. And I was like, okay, what can we do?
Yeah.
Remember I started a glitter business and I'm like, let's sell glitter. It's like raise money for you and Gabby.
Yeah.
Now fast forward, I have a daughter that's in competitive cheer and it's fucking expensive. Yeah. And I'm like, I gotta sell feet pics. I gotta start an OnlyFans. I don't know what the heck to do. I
was like,
how do you do it?
For New Year's, I'm like, how about you put lotion on my feet and I'll put
your feet and we'll take photos.
I mean, we've already taken a bath together. So like I'm like, let's start an OnlyFans.
Oh my God. Now people are going to be like, what are you talking about, a bath together? Now we have to tell that story because it's so freaking funny. Because even clients come in and they're like, oh, I saw you and Angel in the bath. I was like, yeah, we were lit. But it was so fun.
It was.
So we spent Thanksgiving together, which was a lot of fun. Yeah. And we were like, we didn't have our kids or anything. And we're like, let's take some wine and go in the hot tub. And just like, we need
my new apartment. I'm so excited.
Oh, it's so bougie. Yeah. She's got like a full-time massage therapist on staff. I was like, I'm going to be like, I live here. Let me come on in. Anyways, we were like so excited. We go down to the hot tub. It was scorching hot. And we weren't even like being babies. It was like 3rd degree burns hot. I was like, oh, I am messaging them. This is ridiculous. But we were so set on getting in the hot tub. I said, fuck it, we're going back to your place. We're going to make our own hot tub. And we did. We got in the bath. We did a little bubble bath and we had our wine and it was so fun.
So we're both sitting in the bubble bath and like we're both sitting and staring at each other. And I looked over and what did I ask you?
She goes, do you have any STDs? I go, bitch, do you have any STDs? I was like, you know my sex life. It's been non-existent for a long time.
I'm sitting in a pool of water with you. I'm like, we're not.
I'm just like splashing around, and then she's all serious. Do you have any STDs?
Well, because I'm like real like picky. Like I don't let anyone drink from my drink. I don't let anyone like.
I don't either until last night. Then you were like, let me have a sip of that. And I'm like, do you have any STDs? now I'm flipping it on you. I'm like, oh, it's so funny.
When we both know each other's dating life, it has been
or non-existent.
Yeah.
Non-existent. I'm all there's nothing.
Yeah.
We have no men in our lives, unfortunately. So if there's any out
you
there.
went on a date last night. Let's talk about it because dating in your 40s. Sorry to twist things up because dating in your 40s is not easy.
No, it's so hard. But also I just am like, I don't know. Like I originally went into it like, oh, I want this like hot guy that's like in his 40s, but like successful. And like, that's non-existent. Mm-hmm. It's non-existent. It's like the hot guys are fucking broke as hell. And the older guys are like the successful
That's not all true.
ones. Like for the most part.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and a lot of these guys are intimidated by single moms, by a woman that works, or like you've been in that position. Like guys get so intimidated by a strong woman.
It's weird. I was talking about this last night. I was like, it's fine for me. Like I don't care what a guy makes. I care that he's confident in what he makes.
Yeah.
So,
but they care.
And then once they find out like, oh, she owns the building, or they start doing some homework on my social, they kind of change and they act weird.
Yeah.
But it's been a long time since I've even dated. Like this year has just been a lot chaotic. So I can't imagine just going and sitting and having dinner. I'm so exhausted that I would be like, what?
No, well, I think that's the problem.
What do you want?
I think that's the problem, though, because when I do go out on a date, they're like, why have you been single for 4 years? And I'm like, because I don't have time.
Yeah.
Like, I literally don't, and I'm so exhausted. I'm like, I don't really have family here. I don't have help. Like, I have a high schooler that helps me pick up the kids, and that's it. Like, it's literally just me, like, financially taking care of my kids. We work a lot, and I'm like, it's exhausting. I don't want to, like, I want to go home and chill, or we want to go have a glass of wine and just relax and not sit down and be like, what's your favorite color? Where are you from? I'm like, I don't want to go over all that shit.
No.
It's horrible.
I know. I was saying this last night. I'm like, the last thing I want to talk about is like, what do you like to do for fun?
Right.
But a guy mentioned this to me. He's like, when you're really into someone, you don't mind answering those dumb questions.
Right.
But I have yet to be that into somebody. So for me, I'm like, I need a friend, at this point. And so my girlfriends are the best thing right now. And being around girlfriends, and like I was thinking about New Year's, like what should I go on a date? Should I plan something? Should I just
you're not leaving me. You're about to leave me. And I'm like, what am I gonna do?
Being with girlfriends sounds so much more fun because we can flirt, we can go out and flirt, and then just call it a day. But then we bitch and complain that we haven't had sex in.
I know. It's like, what do you do?
I don't know.
I know. Girlfriend time is the best time, though.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think it's just a weird time to date. And then as I get older, I get pickier, and then I'm just like, I don't know.
But what are you looking for? Like, what do you think would come along and like take you off the market?
I think just someone who's funny, who's a friend, who's, I don't know, like it's been so long since I've made a list, to be honest, but someone who's good looking and I'm attracted to them. Like the guy the other night, I'm like, he's really old. He's like 65.
Yeah.
We won't say his name, but I'm like, he's not looking too bad right now. I was like, huh. And then the lawyer friend, sometimes in my mind, I'm like, maybe he's a little handsome. And then I've not dated anyone past 55. So 65 would be a new one. But I'm not mad at it.
That's how old the guy was I went out with last night.
Yeah.
I'm all... And it was fun, though. It was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, I don't really have... Like, obviously, I'm not going to go out with like an 80-year-old or something. But I just have... I've opened it up. Like, I'm open to different ages. Like, I don't really have
you're
like a
not.
type.
Anyone that's young, you're like...
Okay, I will say that's been hard for me. I get yelled at all the time because... I have had a lot of like 25-year-olds come up to me and I'm like, you're such a baby. I'm like, I could be your mom. You're like, shut the fuck up. Like, go have
well, because
fun.
I've dated younger and I could date a 55-year-old or I can date a 30-year-old.
Right. You are your daddy.
Yeah, truly.
We're at that age. It's like you are your daddy.
And I'm not mad at it. As long as I'm attracted to them and they're confident and they're willing to take me on a date, then fine. But I mean, the 30-year-old doesn't bother me. Yeah. I think it would bother more other people. It just wouldn't bother me. It bothers them and it gets weird and whatever. But
I know I do need to be better about that though. Because I'm like, even the guy that we saw out at Forget Me Not or whatever, I was like, oh, that's the guy that was like up my ass, like wanting to take me out and all this stuff. He was like, what, 25?
No, Rochelle goes from like the guy last night, 65, and like probably sprays his grays to a guy at Forget Me Not who's tatted all in his neck. I was like,
totally different.
What in fantasy is going on? Like everyone has their weird fetishes, I guess, but like you with like a tattooed
like
person,
a fighter, like
no, he was like thug looking. And
great.
Listen, I love a good bad boy. Like that would definitely be my type. But for Rochelle, I was like, were you going through something at that time? Because I'm so confused.
I don't know.
He was so handsome.
That's why I'm like, I don't really have a type. Like, yes, I gravitate towards, like, I don't know, like preppy, like well put together, well groomed, dresses nice type of guys. But I don't know, there's something about him. I was like, okay, sir, like the tattoos and like the swag. And I mean, let's be honest, you don't find that very often around here. So when you do, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Hi. That one caught you off guard. You were like, no fucking way. I was like, yes.
That was
and I
different.
Looked at him. I said, come over here. I'm like, you know who I am? Come over here. Come chat with us. I
need help.
I was going through a phase. I was going through a phase. But yes, I do need to be better about that. I'm not opposed to dating a younger man. I just need to be better about not being like, oh, you're a baby.
Yeah.
Because then they're like, what the fuck?
I was proud of you for going on a date last night. And like, especially with the guy, I actually like him. I think he's a nice person.
He is nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think he's good. So, okay, what are your goals for 2026? Because this is going to be the last podcast of the year. I'm taking a little break mentally, physically.
Yeah. I don't know. We need to sit down and like go over our goals. I think, well, you know what my like vision board was last year and you yelled at me. So I showed her my vision board and it was like so
we couldn't be more opposite. It's like I go, show me your vision board. And I was like really into it because I do vision boards with my kids. I look at her vision board. I wish you had it so we could pull it up. It is a yacht, a big like 30-carat diamond ring,
a Range Rover,
a sailboat. And listen, that's not a bad thing, but mine is like,
you're like, bitch, you haven't even dated anyone and you have this big 30-carat ring. I'm like, you never know. You never know. So I'll take it down a few notches this year. No. It won't be so out there.
But I said, try not to have so many things on your vision board.
Yes. I mean, I did have like health and happiness.
No, health was this big on the vision board.
With all the pictures.
With the big diamond ring behind it. She said, health is wealth.
Health is wealth. So we're pivoting this year. I think for me, I mean, this year has kicked my ass. We've talked about it. Yeah. I lost a lot of friends, people who I thought were close to me and I trusted. And I think you realize like when you have money and you're out there doing these things, like they love you. Mm-hmm. When you don't have something to offer them, it's like you realize who your real friends are. And so I went from...
Your life did change.
My life changed a lot. I went from not caring about bills and just traveling and like not working a lot and doing all these things to now being 100% financially responsible and needing to do OnlyFans. And and I lost a lot of who I thought were like my best friends, which you knew and my daughter knew. Like Kenzie calls shit out right away. Like, she's like, she's not your friend. Like, she's so fucking fake. And like, you've told me that too. And so like, I'm glad that I went through the trenches and went through hell this year to really, and you've told me too, you're like, you're finally back to like you. And like,
no, the old Rochelle, listen, I love my bougie people. I love people who appreciate good and nice things.
Yeah.
But it's not, you just changed differently. And we were still friends. I wouldn't knock it. I just would be like, oh, Rochelle's like, skinny bitch, she got a tummy tuck, mommy makeover. Like we would text each other, what'd you get done?
What'd you get done?
What'd you get done? Because I've had some surgeries. Like
I love a good surgery.
Same. I'm due for one. I try to do one a year.
Yeah, right. I know.
I was researching
let's talk about that.
Okay, real quick side note. I was researching. You couldn't tell me different last Friday that I was gonna go break my ribs. So what the surgeons do, it's called rib care. They break your ribs and you wear a faja or a corset, people who don't know what a faja is. So they break your ribs in surgery. It's a 2-hour surgery. Yeah. And so they remove 10 and 11. I did my homework. And you wear this tight corset and every 2 weeks you tighten it. And
she's not joking, you guys.
And so what happens is your new shape starts to mold into, you know,
get real snatched.
Like since like the 1940s, people would wear these tight corsets. It's always been a thing. However, now there's a surgery for it. Some places out of the country are actually removing ribs, but here in America, they break them. And then you basically are wearing a cast. So here is what got me to say no. I don't like to take off of work. Yeah. Like it takes a lot. It has to be something meaningful, like a vacation with my kids or, you know, I don't like to just take off of work. So even the big surgeries I've had, 3 days later, I'm back at work. My tummy tuck, I had drains and I was doing a facial. Like,
shut up. No. That doesn't surprise me. That would be you.
You can't get me to, and I had to go drain them out because, you know, when you have a tummy tuck.
Yeah, but that's why you're so successful. This is what I mean.
The hustle's real.
Nothing holds you back.
I was in my little room. When it's just you can't afford to take off.
No.
So I was like, okay, what about the corset? How long does it need to stay on? 8 months. Okay, I could still do that. And then she said, you can't work out for 6 months at all.
You're like, nope, done. Not doing it.
Sorry. I'm 47. Arthritis is a thing. Osteoporosis.
Like, I gotta work out.
Bone loss, muscle loss. I can't afford that shit.
I couldn't believe it though. Like randomly all of a sudden she's like, I'm gonna get some ribs removed. I was like, whatever, shut up. And then I hear her on the phone. She's like, can I speak to Dr. So-and-so? I go, she's not joking. What in the hell?
Dr. Caparo.
And then Dr. Caparo was like, oh, call this guy. And she's like, you need to call him for me. They're in Colombia. I was like, I looked them up. I was like, +57. I don't even know how to call Colombia. And they're all like, she was not joking. I did the research.
Yeah.
I'm like, we did the research. You got the call.
This industry, it's really hard because this industry is constant. Like it's something new. And, you know, as you get older, you're like, oh, that looks like a fun surgery. Yeah. Or one of our nurses is getting a little facelift soon this year. And yeah, I think it's hard. It's a slippery slope because you need someone to be like, no.
Yeah, don't overdo it.
You're being ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I mean, come on, be happy.
Which I said about the ribs, but then I saw pictures and I was like, maybe I might go throw myself down the stairs and like break a couple and snatch it up because I was like, it looks good.
It does look good. After she takes off the faja, when you're wearing the faja, it looks kind of weird.
Yeah.
But when you remove the faja, it looks
it was
amazing.
Yeah, it looked so good.
Yeah.
So now we're like, what?
It's not off the table, but to like 6 months to not work out is a little crazy for my mental health. Like, you know, working out, like today I had to work out for at least 30 minutes. I needed to clear my mind. So
yeah.
Anyway, sorry, that was a tangent because
I know. Okay, so before we close things out though, I want to know what your goals are for 2026. Like, what do you envision? Where do you see Angel Aesthetics going? 10 years is huge. We're about to have this big VIP event to celebrate you and your hustle in the new building. But like, what do you want to do in 2026? Like, where does Angel Aesthetics go from here?
I haven't really written down goals just yet. That's why I'm taking time off. But I know it's going to be big and I know it's going to be huge. And I'm ready for anytime you go through a difficult time, you have to be grateful for the pain because you know the blessing is around the corner, especially if you didn't give up. So for me, I don't know what that looks like, but I know it's going to be big. And it's not just to celebrate me because I wouldn't have been this far along without a team. And I'm always grateful for the people who stayed and the people who have gone on to do other things because it's not just celebrating me. I'm grateful that you say that, but honestly, like, it takes like to do a podcast, I can't just do by myself. To do 9 News, to run the office, like I can't do it. It takes us as a team, so to celebrate us. But I do think, just being in this office, I have so much vision for what is to come, and it feels peaceful. I feel ready. I've went through I call it a breaking, because I feel like this last 6 months kind of broke me.
Yeah.
But I am ready for bigger things, and the chapter's closed, and I'm ready to just grow. And this definitely, I was hanging on by a thread for sure.
Yeah.
But that just means when you hang on and you keep going, like you were saying, it's just, you don't give up. You know that the blessing is around the corner. And those blessings can come in different ways. It doesn't always mean financial. It could be just a great staff or happiness every day, because that's what we have to choose. But I'm ready for it. This industry gets really catty and really ugly.
It does.
As a side note, I will no longer be having Ben Fuchs on my podcast anymore, because this industry does get catty. I will always sell his products. I think his products are great. I'm disappointed on how some people operate and run their business, but I have removed most of his podcasts. I won't have him on. And I think in 2026, I'm ready to 50 Cent this motherfucker, because I'm done dealing with bullshit. And I've stayed quiet for a very long time, but
time to speak up.
I will be speaking my mind. And I don't mind being, you always have to take the high road and be, karma. Yes, but then there's times you got to call people out on their bullshit and know that it is not okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm just letting everyone know, in 2026, you come for me. Just know, just expect it.
Your ass. Done and done.
But I'm excited. I'm blessed to have you on board. I'm grateful for this podcast. It's been 3 years. 3 years, Alex? 3 years in March. Or no, it's almost 4. Almost 4. Wow. I want this podcast to go to the next level, and I really feel that it's going to take off in the new year. That we're going to have to hire Alex full time, and it's going to be amazing.
Absolutely.
But I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank everyone who's followed our journey, followed the podcast, listens every week, shares our stories, likes our Instagram posts, because truly, I wouldn't have come this far without the people who support me and have watched my journey through this whole time. And I, even for Black Friday, for Black Saturday, the hugs that I got, and just them thanking me and I'm thanking them, and just the community.
Yeah.
That
it doesn't
Angel
go unnoticed. It's very much appreciated.
So much. And I am grateful for you guys. I pray blessings in 2026, the year of the horse. We're going to kill it. I pray that blessings upon you guys who listen, and I hope that next year is even better for you guys as well. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and thank you, Rochelle, for being my host / co-host today.
Hey, this was fun. I love it. And I love you.
I love you too. I love you guys. Happy New Year. We will see you in 2026.